With the sun shining brightly on Tuesday morning, April 7th, Mount Rainier and Emerald Downs basked in some preseason glory. Like many, trainer Rigoberto Velasquez's barn has been busy of late. Here's a pair of workers over the fast track. 101st on the outside has won here each of the past 3 seasons. His workmate is Misty Moonshine, a 3-year-old filly by Defensive Play who had just 1 start as a juvenile last year. Enumclaw Girl was both Emerald Downs' top 3-year-old filly last year and also Washington-bred champion 3-year-old filly of 2008. She's returning to the barn with regular rider Galen Mitchell aboard under the watchful eye of trainer Rosie Simpkins. Triple T was a Tuesday morning worker from the Howard Belvoir barn. The 4-year-old filly by Sloodledoo is perfect so far. She was a winner last September in her only career start. Her time for a half-mile work was 47 4/5 seconds. On our previous preseason pass, we learned from renowned equine surgeon Dr. Robert Schneider that stem cell procedures on thoroughbreds and other horse breeds have already been successful. It's now 4 weeks after RoboCop, a Kent-based jumping champion, had bone marrow taken from his hip. The marrow was sent to a Colorado lab. Dr. Schneider explains.
In Colorado at the laboratory, they grow the stem cells in cell culture. They sent us back today 11 million stem cells to put into the horse's injured ligament. We implanted them directly in while we were doing another surgical procedure to release some fascia. It's always nice to say one routine and one routine. Time frame is 6 to 8 months. It's going to take that long. We have to give the stem cells a chance to actually heal the ligament, and ligaments take 6 to 8 months to heal.
Dr. Schneider is greatly encouraged by results of stem cell procedures. In fact, Emerald Downs speedster Night Secret had a stem cell implant by Dr. Schneider, and his first start last year was a fast victory.
Diligent Prospect and Night Secret as they go to the wire. This at the rail. Night Secret all the way.
An equine surgeon for 30 years, Dr. Schneider knows the horse and effects on racing as well as anyone. He has some interesting observations from his experience.
I'm old, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your view. I've been around a long time, and yeah, there's been dramatic improvements in the ability to treat horses with leg injuries. Arthroscopy is a tremendous advancement, allowing us to remove fragments from joints and treat joint problems with very minimal damage to important tissues. There's been all kinds of new medications, anti-inflammatory drugs that allow us to decrease the inflammation and help a horse with a less serious injury continue in performance. There's been tremendous advancements in the ability to fix fractures and repair horses that have broken legs. The procedures that we now do that we take for granted 30 years ago, those were big deals. And right now, there is a lot of work being done on trying to stimulate tendon and ligament healing and joint healing biologically. And that's what stem cells is. That's one of the biological ways to try to get things to heal.
Horses race less now than they did in the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, and there's been discussion on that.
I have seen very little difference in how horses heal or that they're weaker structures. Certainly when we're in there working with the tissues appear the same to me in 2009 than they did in 1979. And I just don't believe that bones are getting weaker. I don't believe that the breed is getting weaker.
Dr. Schneider responds to the occasional animal rights groups' protests to horse racing.
If you watch young thoroughbred foals growing up in a field, they're out there racing themselves. And to be honest, I've seen more serious injuries come from a horse turned out in a field at free exercise than I have ever seen a serious injury come off the racetrack.
Again, his long experience around racehorses brings out another positive outlook.
People who are involved with sports, horse sports, really take excellent care of those athletes, in part because they have to. They're in competition, and believe me, taking care of the animal in every respect is important to the success of the team. It is very impressive how well taken care of some equine athletes are. I personally would like to be that well taken care of on a daily basis.
Dr. Schneider is one very important cog in a chain to aid horses' quality of life through new technology.
As I'm not a cell biologist, I'm a veterinary surgeon who is trying to improve the healing of horses with tendon and ligament problems.
Science and technology, along with Dr. Schneider's experienced hand, has equine application currently ahead of the human effort.
I believe that human embryonic stem cell research has great potential. That science has to have the opportunity to develop in that area.
Thank you very much, Dr. Robert Schneider, for your dedication to making thoroughbreds and all breeds of horses happier and healthier now and for the future. Night Secret came back from successful stem cell surgery and twice has won his seasonal debut. The Larry Ross trainee was out for light duty Tuesday a.m. Tritium is off to a good start in 2009 for trainer Bill Tillett. Assistant trainer David Tillett is high on the 4-year-old son of Cahill Road.
It was just an easy breeze. We went 47 and change, something like that, and just something just easy. Never even took a deep breath, and it was just a nice breeze.
Tritium worked a half mile Tuesday morning in 48 seconds flat. Here's Shannon's Pride from the Howard Belvoir barn out for a 5/8 mile work. The 6-year-old mare by Tropic Lightning was sharp at the end of 2008, and she had a nice morning drill in 1 minute and 4/5 seconds. Opening day coming soon, Friday, April 17th.